Hello. Today I'm going to be showing you some best practices for packing your Lowepro bag. I'm going to start with the empty pack, add dividers and camera gear as I go. As I'm packing, I'm thinking about weight distribution and access. I want to keep most of the heavy gear towards the vertical center and lower section of the bag. If you're packing all camera gear, this won't be as critical since most camera gear has a similar density. If you have a mixed pack with camera gear and some other things like lunch and some rain gear, it becomes more important. This Pro tactic has 4 points of access, so I'm going to take that into consideration as I go as well. Okay, let's start with my longest lens and then cameras. If I have anything longer than a 70-200, I'm going to want to start with that because typically a long lens like that will only fit vertically in the bag. Today I have a 100-400 on an A9 with a portrait grip. I'm going to put that in the center of the bag so it's balanced side to side and so I can get it out to the top axis. When traveling with a long lens, we recommend separating the body from the lens. Sometimes in transit, a sharp knot can bump the lens and break the mount on the body. I've heard this from several photographers who found out the hard way. I'm packing for shooting, not transit, so I'm going to leave the lens attached to the body. My second camera is going to be an A9 with a 24-70. I want quick access to this, so I'm going to put it inside the left side door. Now I'll get some dividers in. I'm going to start with our dark gray dividers. All of our dividers are color coded to give you an idea of the best ways to use them in the pack. Dark gray dividers are going to be the sturdiest dividers in your bag and are the best for setting up the initial skeleton of your gear layout. Now that I have my initial layout, I'm going to start putting some more gear in. Chances are I will reorganize and adjust this as I go. You just need to be flexible around the different gear you're packing. Next, I'm going to start packing my zooms. I have a 16-35 and a 70-200, both 2/8. I think I'll use the 70-200 a little bit more, so I'm going to put that inside the other side access so I could quickly get it out through that door. Here I'm going to have to just adjust that divider a little bit more. Next is the 16-35. This one's actually short enough that I can just put it vertically. It's something to consider with different lenses that sometimes if you can stick a lens vertically in the bag, it'll take up less space and you can fit more gear. Underneath that, I'm going to put one of our light gray dividers. The light gray dividers are typically going to just be your regular dividers in the pack. This is most of the dividers in the pack. These dividers are also our max fit dividers. They have a little extra flange on the side, which makes it so you can push them up even tighter against your gear. As I'm putting these in, you'll notice I'm keeping the Velcro tabs towards the top of the pack. This is so that they grip better. If I have a divider in upside down like this, they can tear out of place pretty easily. You won't notice this problem when you have a fully packed bag, but if you take out some gear that's underneath another lens, this becomes important. With the divider in the correct position, it holds much more firmly. Another thing to consider when attaching dividers is how they affect the shape of a soft bag. On this Pro Tactic 450, I want to make sure I'm attaching my dividers low enough on the sidewall that they won't get in the way of the laptop fit. If you attach them too high, they can interfere with the laptop fit and cause zipper problems. Next, speed lights. For these, I'm going to use one of our trapdoor dividers. I'll lay one speed light down flat, and then take a trapdoor divider and put it on top. These are designed so you can pull the tab, and they lift out of the way so you can get to the gear underneath, and then they fall back into place. Then the other speed light can just go on top. These dividers are the last color we're going to see. There are orange dividers. We use orange to indicate special dividers like trapdoor dividers or pocketed dividers. Filters. I just have a couple circular filters in their plastic cases. I'm just going to leave them like this and put them inside the door pocket. If I had gel filters, I would put them inside of their own case and then probably pull this divider and stick the case right there. Drone. I have a Mavic Air and transmitter. I don't have enough space in this bag layout, so I'm going to take the speed lights out. And then I can actually use that same trapdoor divider, fit the drone underneath, put the transmitter on top. Next, small things. I'm going to make a space down here for my batteries. If I remember, I'll put used batteries on one side and fresh batteries on the other. Last thing, point and shoot camera for in-between moments. That's all my photo gear. This bag doesn't have a split between photo and non-photo gear. In this case, I'll just use dividers to make a space for snacks. If I'm bringing fruit or sandwiches, I like to use a Tupperware so they don't get smushed and leak all over my other gear. Sort of sitting like that. We tend to err on the side of too many dividers, so I've got a couple left over. I could go through and do some things like put a divider over the top of this to really hold the lens down, or maybe I'll put one underneath for some added support in transit. On the other hand, if you lose some or need extras, you can buy more from our shop at lowepro.com. As you go through different shoots, your kit will vary. What I like to do in this case is take photos of my different gear layouts so I can use them as reference for next time and not have to start from scratch. If you also take these photos, we'd love to see them. Just tag us at Lowepro Bags. I hope this guide helps you organize your pack a little better. If you have questions about specific gear fits or just organizing your bag, leave us a comment, and if we get enough, we'll make a Q&A follow-up. Good luck.